Modern corporate security operates as an impenetrable digital fortress, aggressively inspecting and blocking almost every uninvited message trying to breach the perimeter. This creates a mathematical reality that B2B sales reps know all too well. A standard outreach sequence of 150 carefully crafted cold pitches typically yields exactly 0 replies. That 0 is the result of 3 specific layers of engineered friction: AI spam filters that flag hyperlinks, corporate firewalls quarantining unfamiliar domains, and executive gatekeepers deflecting sales attempts. When a rep runs the traditional playbook, pitching a software stack audit to a cold contact, they are walking directly into these defense mechanisms. The friction is insurmountable, and the pipeline stagnates because the system is designed to stop that behavior. But there is a way through the fortress, and it starts with changing the delivery vehicle. Instead of a software pitch, a rep sends a plain text email to an operations VP offering a complimentary family literacy initiative. By omitting hyperlinks and promotional triggers, the message avoids primary markers used by AI and firewalls. A plain text community program registers a drastically lower threat signature, gliding past final barriers to terminate at the top of the executive's primary inbox. The initial touchpoint doesn't trigger a corporate threat response. By removing the promotional triggers, the engagement begins entirely from a place of curiosity. Once the initiative is delivered, the follow-up phase begins. The rep calls the executive with a single, highly specific objective, verifying that they received the custom activity guide. Standard cold outreach is extraction-based. A rep is asking for time, budget, or information. This call is a value-first verification, checking on the successful delivery of a free asset, which creates a very different psychological environment for the buyer. By anchoring the entire verbal conversation around an unattached gift, the rep neutralizes the standard apprehension executives feel when talking to an external vendor. The executive doesn't feel the need to defend their budget or their time. Dismantling that psychological friction is the absolute prerequisite for discovery. Once the executive feels comfortable, they willingly disclose the operational vulnerabilities they normally hide from salespeople. The goodwill initiative spreads through the organization, routing to PR, community engagement, marketing, sales, and data teams. Sales and data leverage this value-first approach in their own outreach to reactivate stagnant leads. Consequently, the company's overall customer acquisition costs drop dramatically. A target organization that began as a defensive corporate blockade transforms into an active network of internal champions advocating for the rep. This cross-departmental alignment removes the institutional friction that typically bogs down complex enterprise deals, creating a clear runway back to the original operations VP. Because the executive's guard was lowered during the initial literacy campaign, they give the rep an unobstructed view of their actual problems: hidden tech sprawl, major security vulnerabilities, and massive workflow bottlenecks. Armed with that complete, unfiltered picture, the rep doesn't have to guess or push a generic template. They engineer a precision-tailored software solution that directly targets those specific, disclosed vulnerabilities. This level of precise alignment accelerates the entire buying cycle. While standard vendors sit stuck in the lobby waiting for Q1 budget approvals, this rep takes their custom proposal to the VP and secures off-cycle board sign-off 6 months early. The results of this zero-friction approach are significant. By replacing extraction-based cold calls with high-value verification, enterprise reps realize measurable pipeline growth, converting opportunities that standard outreach never even reaches. Temporary marketing campaigns eventually fade, and standard pitches always hit the firewall. But by systematically removing technical, psychological, and institutional friction, you engineer a permanent tactical goodwill infrastructure that outperforms the traditional playbook.
Welcome to the future of asset building. This is a strategy that you can trust. Just scan the QR code. Let's build a long-term partnership.